It's the MUSpartans.com Spartan Show for the week of January 30th to February 5th. This week, we visit with Nathan Dennison, the director of the 2017 NCAA Division III Midwest Regional Wrestling Championships, to talk about the planning for the tourney, hosted by MU Friday and Saturday, February 24th and 25th. And Kevin Kling, a member of the university's custodial staff, joins us to talk about a unique story he shared with Spartan student athletes and the building of his new home.
Our next segment begins a span of the next 4 shows in which we take a look at a different area of the 2017 NCAA Division III Midwest Regional Wrestling Championships, which the Spartans host at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum Friday and Saturday, February 24th and 25th. Joining us is Nathan Dennison, who is serving as the tournament director, and obviously is joining us this week. Nathan, can you take us through the timeline of planning the event, such as when the process began and how it is progressing now?
Sure. This process really started more than a year ago. At the Memorial Coliseum, we have been working on hosting NCAA events for several years. We partnered with Visit Fort Wayne to hire a sports event consultant, TSC Consulting. And working with Michelle Perry from TSC, we identified several opportunities, and one of them was the Division III Wrestling Regional. We identified that as an opportunity, determined that the local host could be Manchester University, and we really just reached out to them and found that there was a lot of shared interest. So
awesome.
We have been working on this for, like I said, more than a year, and it's progressing really well. February 24th and 25th will be here before you know it. And we are very excited about the opportunity working alongside Visit Fort Wayne and the folks from Manchester to bring this premier wrestling event to Northeast Indiana.
Awesome. And we understand there's a steering committee for the tournament. Can you tell us who is all on that and what roles they play?
Sure. It's really a 3-part partnership between Manchester University Athletics, Visit Fort Wayne, and the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum.
Okay.
So from the Coliseum, really we have our team of event staff. From Visit Fort Wayne, we have Stephanie Coleman, the sports sales director, and then Dan O'Connell, the president of Visit Fort Wayne, and some other staff. And then from Manchester, we have head wrestling coach Kevin Lake, Rick Espizet, the AD, and Mark Atkins, Sports Information Director. So we have a real good group of people who bring a lot of different elements of knowledge about not only wrestling, but putting on a world-class event, and that's what we're going to do.
Sounds like a good group of people. This is a great opportunity for the campus to have a joint hosting relationship with the Coliseum. So what does it take on like a big picture scale for the Coliseum to put on a big event like this?
Sure. Well, at the Coliseum, the big events is what we do. So from the event standpoint, this is what we do every day. From the NCAA wrestling standpoint, while we do have some college wrestling events, this is really our first real NCAA sanctioned wrestling event. So that's why the participation of Coach Lake and Mark and Rick have just been extremely vital to the success of this event so far, and just a collaborative effort of working with the athletic training staff here at Manchester, making sure everything's covered on that end, and so far that the reaction from the wrestling community in this region has been very good. We were here on site at the Spartan Mat Classic selling tickets, and we sold some tickets that day to some college fans who were going to be at the regional. So I think that really sets this region apart, as we're going to be able to put on just a great wrestling event in a great environment.
Good. As a reminder to all viewers, tickets remain on sale for the Coliseum box office and also by visiting their website. You can see the phone number and website link on the screen below. Nathan, thank you for joining us and good luck.
Thank you very much.
It was a light week on campus with Jan term break going on. However, the women's basketball team hosted Franklin last Wednesday, and the men's and women's swimming and diving teams closed out their home scheduled on Saturday. Coach Josh Zurich's squad battled the Grizzlies in a back-and-forth contest before the visitors held on for a 66-62 decision. It was a career night for senior guard Jennifer Lee as she scored 24 points. In the pool, MU's men swept past Anderson and Olivet on June 28th. And the Spartans captured 8 event titles during the day, with sophomore Quinn Michael LaRue compiling 3 first-place marks. The black and gold women's team turned in 3 event titles as juniors Emily Clark and Allie Roskus and sophomore Jamie McBride each took top spots in their respective events.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to meet our Spartan Show MVP of the week. This week's honoree is senior women's basketball player Jen Lee. The guard from Rockville, Indiana had impressive numbers to help the Spartans to a 1-1 record last week. She began the span with a single-game career-high 24 points in a narrow loss to Franklin College on January the 25th, and came back to tally 13 points in a win at Mount St. Joseph University on January the 28th. Jen Lee goes into this week's contest against Bluffton University on Wednesday, February the 1st, and Hanover College on Saturday, February the 4th on a roll, averaging 17 points, 3 rebounds, and better than 1 assist and steal over her last 3 appearances. Congratulations, Jen. Next up, we welcome Kevin Kling to the set. Kevin, take us through what several of the MU student-athlete groups did to help you and your family through the Habitat for Humanity.
So we qualified for a house. My oldest son's disabled, and so through that, our family qualified for this Habitat house to give him a house that's fully functional. It's handicap accessible for him through all his stuff that he has, all his challenges he has. Micah, with all the athletes and the student groups that came to our house, they helped put siding up. The men's soccer team helped frame the house. The football team came out for a weekend after their season was done and kind of helped with a lot of the drywall. The women's softball team came out and put up the roof. They did all the roofing for our house. And then the girls basketball team came out. They helped finish up the roofing. They also helped with a lot of the drywall work on the inside, as well as put a lot of the framework on the flooring. We had 9 different teams that came out. Baseball team came out and helped out one weekend. The wrestling team had people come out and help out. And then we also had some groups here on campus that also helped out. And then we had a big student group day where they did all the sanding for our woodwork on the bottom of our house.
Okay. Well, that's great that so many people got to help you out and provide you with that. Now, we understand that you have been working hard to get a teacher's degree here at Manchester University while you're also doing your custodial work. So how rewarding is it to be able to work for the institution and also to be able to know that you're going to get a degree from here?
Manchester has been, of course, I grew up here in Manchester. Actually, back in '98, I was actually a student here before I transferred out to another institution. Coming back, being here in North Manchester for the last 4 years has been great. I love being here with my family. This university has opened their arms up not only for the Habitat House, but they offered me a job, and then also with that, I'm pretty much going to school for free because of the fact that as a full-time employee, they allowed me to do that, and I'm so grateful for the fact that I'll be able to walk away from Manchester with a great diploma, and I'm walking away debt-free with that. So
now moving forward, what do you plan to do with your teaching degree?
Ultimately, my ultimate goal is to become an athletic director. My past experience has been working in professional collegiate sports, so I want to take that experience, walk into a school setting, become a PE and health instructor, and then after that, ultimately become an athletic director at a high school.
Well, we thank you for sharing your story, and we wish you the best of luck as you continue to work towards your degree. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That will wrap it up for this edition of the MUSpartans.com Spartan Show. We'll see you next week.